Можно статус и стримов включить. А то я вообще ничего не знаю, что происходит. Все. Стрим начался. Я последние пару дней пыталась разобраться с музыкой, со звуком. Чуть-чуть вообще громкость потише сделаю. И все равно мне очень громко. Не люблю я музыку, если честно, в играх. Ну, в смысле, я люблю, я понимаю, что без нее нельзя, но... Сейчас я проверю, что у меня звук идет, ладно? У меня такие были проблемы с аудиокартой. Ну вот, да, я увидела, в чем проблема, поэтому давайте сейчас я кое-что попробую поднастроить. Или это я сломала наушник? В общем, если вы слышите только через левое ухо, напишите мне, скажите мне об этом, потому что я вообще не уверена, что это во мне проблема, вот в этих наушниках проблема, или еще в чем-то, потому что я в тихом бешенстве от настроек постоянных. На этом я, наверное, закончу рент, поплачу, и слушайте, если что, просто через одно ухо. Ну, или напишите мне, я попробую что-то с этим сделать. Ну, я, правда, могу, наверное, в сеттингах в аудио микрофон мономикс сделать, average left and right, но что-то мне казалось то, что оно вроде нормально работало. Поэтому без понятия. Ладно, в общем, весь этот тренд я немного подзаканчиваю, потому что я могу часами развлекать вас тем, как у меня просто горит пукан от работы с компьютером. Но я решила немного отвлечься от Neverwinter, вышел GreedFall. GreedFall же он, по-моему, так называется. И я решила зачекать, что это за игра. Соответственно, мы вроде как сделали игру потише. Ну да, теоретически я, конечно, могла порвать это. Поэтому я не буду говорить, насколько у меня проблемы с наушниками. Вот. И сейчас я, сори, вообще туплю. Короче, давайте играть просто в GreedFall, смотреть, что это за фигня. Пишите мне в чатик, если какие-то ужасные проблемы со звуком. Я постараюсь их решить, чем я, в принципе, занималась почти весь понедельник и так далее и тому подобное. Чуть-чуть увеличу вот здесь информацию об этом. И, ну, давайте все, играем. Ой, не туда. Нет, я еще потише. Не сохранила музыку. Уходи. Да, сохраняю. Надеюсь, что меня достаточно слышно. Мне не надо орать, но если вдруг надо будет орать, тоже говорите. Давайте начинаем новую игру на обычной сложности. В принципе, я не вижу смысла начинать изучать игру самого сложного. Это был тяжелый день. Все, просто играем, да. Просто играем, все. Я уже не могу. Так, и сейчас я открою здесь. Как-то все слишком сложно, слишком стрессово.
Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
Hold the pose. Так, ну, естественно, играть мы будем за женщину. И явно не за эту женщину. За более, надеюсь, симпатичную. Хотя не будем никого шеймить. Посмотрим из доступных вариантов. Нет, это прям совсем все плохо. Это еще ничего так. А это, видимо, не убирается, да? То есть мы будем лицезреть это. Хорошо. Или вот этот вариант оставим. Такой более острый. Ой, это создание персонажа. Ну, давайте, ладно, выберем второй вариант, и сейчас его немного, наверное, как-нибудь подредактируем. Что у нас здесь есть? Ага, лица можно выбирать. Ну так... А чем они отличаются? Комбинация. Нет, второй пусть будет лицо, прическу, сейчас посмотрим. Давайте начнем с цвета волос, это самое простое. Давайте сделаем... Какой? Темный? Светлый. Светлый будет плохо видно. Желательно выбирать какой-нибудь цвет, где хорошо видна фактура. А потом можно будет его поменять. Короткие волосы. Везде опять короткие волосы, да? Такой хвостик а-ля сюда. Не знаю, у меня в жизни редко бывают такие хвостики. Тут мужская какая-то прическа. Такого себе. Ладно, оставим тогда вот эту. Она, наверное, более женственная, что ли. Не уверена, что хочу, чтобы у нее были совсем светлые волосы. Коричневые мне... Подожди, это цвет кожи, извините. Вот. Может, такие оставим? Темненькие, но светлые? Или посветлее? Пусть будет посветлее. Меня хоть слышно, я надеюсь. А то будет совсем все печально. Не, меня слышно, но, возможно, только в одно ухо. Ладно. Цвет глаз. Цвет кожи. Я люблю чуть-чуть потемнее. Это же цвет кожи, а не... Да, чуть-чуть потемнее. Может, даже еще чуть-чуть более загорелый. И цвет глаз... Ну, такой пусть будет. Вроде ничего. Что у нас с бровями происходит? Дорогая, смотри в камеру. Ух ты, прям сурово. Наверное, сделаем помягче вот такие брови. Ну да, сделаем вот такие помягче. Да. Это у нас не меняется. Перейти к другому этапу. Так, начальный класс. Воин, инженер или маг. Выберите класс персонажа, ориентируясь на свой стиль игры. Вы сможете открывать навыки других классов по мере развития персонажа. Так, ну воином я обычно не очень люблю играть. Специалист по изменению условий на поле боя. Стихийная... Ой, ловушки прям... Нет. Наверное. Хотя, опять же, как... Ладно, огнестрельное оружие — это хорошо. Одноручное оружие, в принципе, неплохо. Рекомендованные характеристики — это меткость, ловкость, таланты, наука и взлом. Если маг... Кольцо божественной магии, паралич, тяжелое одноручное оружие. Неожиданно. Рекомендованные характеристики — духовная сила, сила воли, наука, интуиция. Воин, специалист по ближнему бою. Ну, то есть здесь у нас все оружие. Здесь есть информация, что такое стихийная ловушка? Я думаю, интереснее ли мне будет играть инженером, или мне будет интереснее играть магом. Если стихийные ловушки надо кидать, оставлять и уходить, ну, как ловушки, по сути, то это не очень прикольно. Если там надо планировать. Там... Дальнобойным атакующим... Ладно, давайте маг возьмем, потому что там все-таки написано, что специалист по дальнобойным атакующим заклинаниям, то есть это рейндж. Рейнджовые атаки, это хорошо. Давайте перейти к другому этапу. Вау. Выберите первую из характеристик, ориентируясь на свой стиль игры. Сила уровень 1 увеличивает урон, наносимый холодным оружием. Эта характеристика необходима, чтобы сражаться лучшим тяжелым одноручным или двуручным оружием. Но это нас не интересует. Ловкость. Увеличивает урон, наносимый холодным оружием, ускоряет выработку ярости. Эта характеристика необходима, чтобы сражаться с опять же, одноручная, двуручная. Духовная сила. Вот это, видимо, то, что нам больше интересно как магам. Увеличивает урон, наносимый заклинаниями. Эта характеристика необходима, чтобы носить лучше кольца. В какой у нас в Тане Гротер были кольца? Там. Чтобы, да, в Тане Гротер? Не уверена. Сила воли увеличивает запас магии и длительность действия заклинания. Эта характеристика необходима, чтобы носить лучше амулеты и ожерелья. Запас магии плюс 100. А сколько у меня базовый? Длительность заклинания на 1 секунду дольше. Ну, тоже, на самом деле, мало информативно, но, допустим, увеличивает урон, наносим меткость огнестрельным оружием и алхимическими препаратами. Так, но я думаю, что я выберу силу воли, потому что запас магии, на мой взгляд, обычно в играх... Все, да, ведь? Я только одно могу. То, чего не хватает, поэтому пусть будет так. Ну, сойдет. Девушка как девушка. Теперь таланты. Вы сможете развивать таланты по мере выполнения заданий исследований мира. Так, у нас есть харизма. Позволяет немного дешевле покупать товары у торговцев, улучшает боевые навыки спутников, позволяет с большей вероятностью достигать успеха в некоторых вариантах диалога. Наука позволяет делать простые земли, позволяет разрушать хрупкие стены с помощью взрывчатки. Энергичность позволяет преодолевать некоторые препятствия, где требуется удерживать равновесие, увеличивает максимальное количество боеприпасов и позволяет медленно восстанавливать здоровье, магическую энергию вне боя. Ремесло позволяет изготавливать простые улучшения оружия и брони. Бронька. Ничего страшного не видно на заднем фоне. Интуиция облегчает обнаружение мест с ресурсами, увеличивает количество собираемых ресурсов, открывает дополнительное, ну понятно, это у нас perception по факту. Взлом, то есть мы будем брать либо харизму, либо интуицию. Я, наверное, возьму харизму, особенно если здесь спутники достаточно адекватные. Да, начинаем игру. Один момент, я хочу все-таки проверить. Проверить проблему звука у меня из-за того, что я наушник сломала, или потому что у меня настройки сбились. Один момент. Вот, сейчас я переключу на своем втором телефоне, на котором я чекаю все. Так. Да. Это проблема. Давайте попробую ее решить. Посмотрим. Сейчас она... Так. Проверка звука. И еще одна проверка звука. Ай-яй-яй, все ломается. Перед тем, как мы начнем игру. Ладно, все. Вот теперь вроде как мы более-менее достигли какого-то, я не знаю, консенсуса по тому, как все это звучит. Голоса. Я надеюсь, что я на пару недель забуду про мучение со звуком, и мы начинаем игру. Прекрасно. Да, создать этого... Там имени нигде нельзя же было выбрать, да? Подожди. Да? Да. Все, тогда начинаем игру. Все, да, создаем этого персонажа.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lady, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We have nearly finished.
Ой, голос красивый.
Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Красивая.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Telemi and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name.
Ой, какая красивая девушка.
I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lady. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir, truly. I must be going.
My lady, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Хорошо. Компас. Компас находится в верхней части экрана по центру. На нем отмечено направление на важные объекты и цели. Ну, понятно. И, наверное, у нас есть журнал. Торжественный отъезд. Попрощаться с матерью. Ой, фига. Это что такое? Ладно. Допустим. Где мне поговорить?
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Просто стояли?
Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Да.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Greetings, Your Excellency. Пам-пам-пам-пам. Что-то темноватенько. О.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt!
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your goal.
Enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt! I'm not in need of your protection! I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Атаковать 3 раза. Очень классно. Раз, два. Ну, я атаковал 3 раза. Что дальше? Защита. Магический. Давай еще раз. Получается или нет? Так, ага. Докажите. Левый контрол, пробивная тень. Ой, не получилось. Ну а что поместить нужно в ячейку? Быстро нажмите таб пробел. Таб пробел. Тактическая пауза, таб пробел позволяет остановить игру и не спеша выбрать следующее действие. Можно применять заклинания, навыки, зелья из появившегося меню, а также помещать их в ячейки быстрого доступа. Больше так. Позволяет получить больше информации о врагах. Зелье. Зелье здоровья. Подожди. Нет, зелье. Применить. Так. А как... один. Да? Да, все получилось. Пробивная тем левый контрол. Ладно. Я понимаю. А как? Я даже не... Так. Магический. Левый shift уклонение. Ладно. А что такое ярость? По-моему, у меня не очень получается.
Me who thought myself a competent weapons master.
It's becoming a little hard to believe.
Don't add insult to injury. This is humiliating enough. We'll need to get you through the basics, or you risk getting your feathers plucked at the first sign of trouble.
That could definitely come in handy.
Да, спасибо.
In that case, Otto here is going to be your training partner.
Ох,
Go!
как.
Fight with honor!
Что происходит? Вы можете применять магию света и магию тени. Заклинание паралич позволяет временно обезвредить врага. Заклинание расходует запас магии. Синяя шкала в левой верхней части экрана. Ага. Заклинание паралич. Привязать. 2, допустим. Ага. Ой, это не то, что я хотела. Недостаточно магической... А, и что мне драться, если недостаточно магической энергии? Не очень понимаю. Извините. Дважды примите заклинание паралич. Как все сложно. Уровень физической брони обозначается счетами над шкалой здоровья. Броня поглощает часть физического урона. Чтобы пробить броню врага, можно воспользоваться тяжелым оружием или некоторыми ловушками. У меня их нет. Магические атаки действуют независимо от брони. Так. Летящая тень. Это... Это очень не то, что я хотела. Сейчас очень тяжко. Ладно, вроде понимаю. Ярость — это параметр. Вот он, да, Q. Позволяющий совершать особые атаки, наносящие увеличенный урон и заставляющий врагов терять равновесие. Индикатор указывает уровень накопленной ярости. Он заполняется, когда вы атакуете врага, произносите заклинание и блокируете удары. Когда индикатор заполнится до 1 уровня, руки персонажа станут выглядеть иначе. Для совершения яростной атаки нажмите Q. Единственное, что можно, я еще потише звук сделаю. Музыки. И даже эффектов. Вот, все. Я такой. Так, атакуйте противников, чтобы накопить ярость. Ух ты. А можно мне в другую сторону? Как? Чтобы прыгать? В небо можно убрать оружие. Да подождите. Ой, классно, я так по всем попала. X. Хорошо.
It appears we've brushed up on the basics.
It does. And I'd like to be on my way.
Я хоть правильно
I've quite the list of things to do
GreedFall?
before we depart.
Indeed. Remember that you can always train in our barracks on the island if you're feeling rusty.
Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
Ой, конечно, нет, дорогой.
On the contrary, I am thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Don't tell me the old school teacher is competing against me. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I've no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for a celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
Ну. Идем искать матушку. И все-таки. Ладно. Открыть. Ох.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
Я что-то не
Mother,
ожидала.
I'm sorry.
I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill.
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my daughter has left on a mission to heal her people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Что же это за болезнь такая? Я так понимаю, что она не столько заразна, сколько... Ну, не знаю. Не то, что... Ой, как, что это за шляпа? Инвентарь. Ладно, она что-то дает, поэтому я, конечно же, не буду... Почему я не могу одеть? Сейчас, один момент. А, то есть требований у меня огнестрельного оружия нет. Ладно. Кодекс. А, камзол удачи. Ух ты. Пафосно. Броня, равновесие, качество 44, ремесло. Ножки. Ножки. Да. Угу. Вина нет. Так, кольцо неофит. Магический урон 88, оглушение 55, выработка ярости 6, расход ярости на атаку 50. А, либо вот у меня есть двуручное. Нет, одноручное, извините. Тяжелое одноручное оружие. Ладно. Оставим кольцо. Это вот второе оружие. Сумка. Что здесь? Подарок матери. Просто подарок матери. Хорошо, допустим. А здесь это вот у нас как раз магия. Ловушки, огнестрельное оружие не пересекается, очень печально. Ладно, двигаем дальше. Левый shift, бег. Я долго могу так бегать?
Kat. It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You were right. Maybe he is already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier located?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Принять группу, да. Ага. Дополнительно.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Ptolemy and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well.
Воу!
Do you think
Это
Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it is certainly worthy of inspection.
Ладно. Ну, побегли, я так понимаю, что здесь особо нечего делать.
Hello, my lady.
Можно, единственное, я все-таки чуть-чуть яркость увеличу. А, подождите, не в яркости, наверное, проблема, а в том, что я забыла выключить. Вот. Приложение, которое вечером убирает, уменьшает синий цвет экрана. Все, теперь я все вижу. Тикс. И вы тоже, наверное, видите все, наверное, гораздо лучше. Я что-то забыла. Такс. Не, а здесь у нас просто люди. Умирающие люди, видимо. Конечно, угрюмый городок. Прям очень угрюмый. Не. Однако ж... О, что это такое? Подождите, взять. Страница вырвана из дневника, боль усиливается, кишки словно в узел стянул, работать в лавке становится все труднее. Иной раз по вечерам ног совсем не чувствую, они будто леденеют. Мой лихор уже многих забрал, а теперь пришел за мной. Сегодня мне даже не хватило сил перейти улицу и дойти до лавки. Да и кому нужны мои книги, если мы все равно умрем? Постараюсь доползти до лазарета на задворках казармы, буду надеяться, что там смогут хоть как-то мне помочь. Воу. Это как-то крайне печально.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Это нормально, что здесь огонь горит? Я, конечно, ничего против не имею, но у вас здесь, по-моему, пожар, нет? А, это вот руку сжигает. Наверное, такой огонь.
Oh, hello, Your Excellency. It is an honor.
Ладно, пойдем сообщим послу кого-то там.
Have a nice day, madam. Madam, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Давайте.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Teofredi. My cousin Constantine is taking office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. they snatch up his celebrated Panacea. Remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of her allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Sade, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the Bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tifredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
Об отношениях с
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tifredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are, in fact, quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
Вроде все спросили.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye,
Пойдем.
Lady de Sade.
Greetings. I hope your day will be better than mine.
Поднять нельзя. Ой, чихну. Не чихнуть идем. Так, ну с этой стороны мы прогулялись. Посольство Thélème. Теперь зайдем. Ай, да не прыгать. Я ж могу быстро бегать. Да.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tir on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
Why?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it, and perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that, but I'm sure that my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You were hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do.
Очень, не знаю. Давайте о Телеме.
Could you tell me anything about Thélème?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Thélème are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical, and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
What is your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Thélème, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints: that heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
How is Thélème faring on Tir?
We built a marvelous city, San Matthias, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult. Disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminous will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tier 4D?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
Ну, понятно. У нас, я так понимаю, будет...
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
2-3...
May the light guide you, Sade.
Политические стороны. Дайте немного микрофон поправлю. Извините за шум. В свою сторону поверну. Между которыми мы будем, я не знаю, балансировать, выбирать или что-то в этом роде.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
Так, договориться с продавцом. Дом 7 фонтен. А зачем мне туда? Поручение, задание, попрощаться, познакомиться с капитаном Васко. Это я, да? Нет, я Саде. Давайте гулять, бегать. X. Что за белый крест здесь? Ловушка и боеприпасы. Взять все, конечно. Но я вообще больше надеялась, что мы куда-нибудь здесь пройдем. Видимо, не отсюда. Побегли куда-то сюда. И где-то здесь у нас должен быть торговец. По-моему, меня уже аффликтят, нет?
The merchant is there.
There. Где there? Отслеживай. Эй, девушка! Дай пройти.
Good day, my lady. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refuse to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, madam. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since.
Это так не
I've
работает,
nothing to
дорогой.
do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, madam. I'm just an agent, and I'm only obeying orders.
Whose orders? Как говорится.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain. It's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Просить о других
Why don't we
торговцах.
go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You were demanding a second payment, but refused to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing.
Я
It's
его
my
пристрелю.
master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
Угрожать тюремным заключением.
I don't think you understand who you were dealing with. Perhaps I failed to present myself properly. Lady de Sade, niece of the Prince d'Orsay and legate of the Congregation of Merchants. During our conversation, you explained to me that your master forced you to commit a crime. That's regrettable, especially as you will be considered his accomplice in extortion and theft. You know as well as I that the congregation does not tolerate such illegal activities.
But I'm only obeying orders.
That's a shame. Well, as orders are the only language you seem to understand, I order you to return the guard the merchandise without delay, unless you'd rather your master is hung and that you finish your days in prison.
As you request, my lady. I shall go immediately and
Я
ask that these
в жизни
crates be
тоже
delivered
хочу
to the
быть такой же
attendant.
дерзкой.
Now that's a wise decision.
Thank you. I was beginning to think this would never end. You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo!
Whoa.
The quartermaster must be expecting us.
Так, шарлатан. Поговорить с квартирмейстером. И Васка, и контрабандист. Мне надо сюда заходить или нет? Я не очень могу понять. Ну, давайте попробуем. Ой, подождите. Я? Подожди, тихо. Я shift надо нажимать. Я очень люблю. Так, shift. Не очень привычный. Эй, какая я замесающая. Пам. Ой, я забыл, что у меня Q было. Что же это у нас такое? Золотые монеты. Угу. И еще труп. Что? Я могу? Нет, не могу. Нет, могу. Предмет для продажи, все понятно. Но это, я так понимаю, у нас просто замес. О, я могу даже... Ага. Вот шарлатан.
Citizens, I present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound. This potion heals all of that. And more still, this little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malichor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malichor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malichor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malichor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take two.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is.
Excuse me.
He's our man, no doubt.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Спросить о побочных эффектах.
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Попросить
Will you
продемонстрировать.
drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent
Это
condition.
плацебо просто все какое.
Come on now. I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
А где у него повозка-то? Так. Это не то, что я хотела сделать. Вот, наверное, его повозка.
Have you finally made up your mind?
Нет.
I will think about it.
As you wish, but don't wait.
Это не то, что я хотела. Ладно. Посмотрим по квесту. И как мне украсть? Один момент. Может, глаз зачесался. Страшно. Письмо трактирщика. Сори. Что ж такое? Это странный алхимик из Альянса, который снял комнату наверху, просит не заходить к нему и не делать уборку. Наверное, старый дурак боится, что ты разобьешь его склянки. Пусть сидит в грязи, если хочет, не будем ему мешать. Ага. Кто где? Откуда вы вообще все? Да. Мне надо придумать, на что переключить Shift, потому что мне Shift очень неудобно нажимать для... Страницы исписаны мелким неразборчивым почерком, на них описаны результаты опытов и осмотра пациента. Встречаются непонятные символы. Сложность некоторых рецептов не оставляет сомнения. Автор этих записей был очень хорошим алхимиком. Panacea шарлатан. Хорошо. Посмотрим. Еще можно выбрать другого персонажа. Ну ладно, у тебя здесь все самое классненькое, поэтому мы оставим. Угу, это я все равно не могу одеть. Угу, все. Проверили. Ой, побегли дальше. Что, будем заставлять его пить?
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us, to prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him, before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Трактирщик.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
Нет, это не то, что я хотела спросить.
I
Я
need to be
думала,
off. Farewell.
что у него можно будет
Goodbye.
узнать про шарлатана побольше. Мол. Просто взяли так. А мне кажется, нам надо наверх, а не вниз. Ой, но там я вижу, что-то лежит. Поэтому бежим срочно лутать. Но го наверх. Или... Что-то я не очень... Ага. Ок. Кто это у нас?
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that's found you. Have you seen the mob that's gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he's the one who sent me.
Sahin. Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sade.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds at the Academy. To criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the malachor they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace, and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. I mean, the mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you are hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, my lady?
Покинуть
I'm
город.
going to help you leave the city. But you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
По-моему, его лучше попытаться да. Дорогой Ариф, я очень опечален тем, что ваши надежды найти покой в Сирене не оправдались. После вашего отъезда Академия оказалась в удручающем состоянии. Ваши обвинители ведут себя так, словно закона для них не существует, и постоянно проводят сомнительный опыт, и мы ничего не сможем сделать, лишь молчать и ждать. Искренне надеюсь, что ваши поиски увенчаются успехом. Ваш друг. Ну, то есть, да, есть подтверждение о том, что он нам не врал. В принципе, это было логично. О, кладовая. Хорошо. Посмотрим, что у нас еще есть. Здесь просто комната. Это нам не интересно. Возможно, тогда его можно через кладовую. Но это не кладовая. Внизу. Сейчас. Надо будет спуститься и посмотреть.
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
Locked? I don't have the key. I don't have the key. Locked.
Ой, я не туда нажала. В смысле? А, такие есть.
The key to the tavern.
Вот, наверное.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
Двери, конечно, здесь забавно открываются. Но имеется в виду визуальный ряд. Не очень удобно. Потому что камера проскальзывает через дверь, скажем.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Да, мы нашли.
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients.
Я тоже надеюсь, потому что я свою репутацию на этом ставлю. Мне так нравится, как они падают, так скажем, из ниоткуда. Сники. Дабл-пики. А куда мне надо? Туда, да, как-то? Ну ладно. А как мне отсюда пройти? Альберт, надеюсь, когда ты вернешься или Саде, тебе передадут это письмо, если, конечно, еще кто-то останется в живых. Я уже почти ничего не вижу и пишу с большим трудом. Прости, сынок, твое наследство будет небольшим. Мародеры же наверняка разгромили нашу книжную лавку. Надеюсь, спрятанную в доме шкатулку они не нашли. Береги себя, сынок. И если найдешь деньги, беги на этот чудесный остров, на котором, говорят, ни болезни, ни горе. Твой любящий отец.
Customers, and we have no choice but to go this way. Oh, yes, I've seen it.
Вот. Что-то, мне кажется, как-то, наверное, иначе надо было проходить. Ну да ладно. Где он?
And death to the others! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away. Things are about to get dicey.
Ой, shift. И как мне shift сделать? Так, господи. Спасибо. Я знаю, что я рано. Второй уровень. Еще какой-то шмот. Давайте посмотрим. По-моему, сюда. Кирасу я на себя не могу надеть. На него? Могу. Качество 67. Лучше получается. Но улучшение здесь 2. Ладно. Будешь секси. Чикай. Что еще у нас есть? 198. Прибывание брони. Качество 10. А что качество делает? Я не очень понимаю. Давай вот эту. Думаю, она получше. Так. Улучшение. Броня меньше, равновесие меньше. Ага. Надо посмотреть будет, что качество означает. Моя не очень понимать. Ему тоже, да, можно дать? Крепкая хватка позволяет носить больше урона с помощью навыка тяжелого оружия. Да? Вернуться. Нет, я себе же хочу. Тоже прокачать что-нибудь. Параличный нафиг не надо. Летящая тень позволяет носить больше с помощью летящей тени, пробивная тень, да. О! Я это не тебе выбрал, да? Я материться не буду. Кстати, точно, как здесь переключать оружие? Что-то совсем туплю. Пробел. Зелье магии у меня одно все равно. Сейчас. Вот здесь же у меня есть возможность Б. Как переключить оружие?
Greenblood, do you need something?
Я случайно нажала?
I must leave you.
Так, настройки, управление. Тур, переключить оружие. Наверняка где-то здесь должно быть. Геймпад. Смена оружия. В. Ну ладно. Это я блокирую. Все понятно. Вот я и узнала. Так, нам надо теперь как-то сюда и сюда. Ну, побегли. Ой, как я по-тупому все сделал. Ну да ладно. Ну да. Хотя нет. Ой, там прям как кто-то причет. Вот так, здесь не пройти, а вот здесь уже можно. Нормально. Побежали чуть быстрее. Ведь? Ну, а где ты? Да.
Damnation. He got away.
Что? Что? Да блин, ну нет, это... Ну я не согласна, сорян, ну типа... Просто потому, что он там где-то застрял и не смог пройти по этой фигне, мне, ну, по сути, зафейлили квест, это, ну, такое себе удовольствие, если честно. Угу. Иди за мной. Все, на шифте не бегаю. Не, ладно, бегаю, это слишком иначе долго будет. Я прибыла к месту назначения. А, это не то, что я хотела. Проводить шарлатана. Вот. Вот, ты здесь. Сюда ты сможешь повернуть, нет?
Where are you headed? Don't abandon me. They're going to take me. We need to find my cart.
А. Ну нет. Сейчас я его буду... Я сейчас его туда затолкаю. Иди туда. Иди туда.
Where are you headed? Don't abandon me. They're going to take me.
Да я вообще...
Damnation. He got away.
Что? Я, может быть, абсолютно тупая и не понимаю правил этой игры, но что? Ладно, попробуем отсюда как-нибудь оббежать. Иначе, я не знаю. Но здесь никак, да, не оббежать иначе. Ладно, не отсюда. Очень странно. Ну, то есть... Как можно еще попробовать? Вот такой круг загнуть. Давайте такое попробуем.
Where are you headed? Don't abandon me. They're going to take me. We need to find my cart.
Это было очень жестоко, если честно.
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back. And stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lady.
Так, ну давайте поговорим с послом Альянса. Знаете, магия быстрого перемещения. Там.
Your Excellency.
Lady de Sade.
Поговорите о шарлатане.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard Barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say that I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated.
Скрыть правду об алхимике.
He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern. but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lady de Sade.
Nice. Nice, let's go. Так, давайте вот я таки хочу посмотреть, что с этими складами делается, и вообще имеет ли смысл туда заходить. Или здесь только лут? А если здесь лут, то хорош ли лут?
It's blocked.
Жизнь моя тебе мешает.
It's blocked.
It's blocked. Ой, давай с ним поговорим. Давайте.
Greenblood, do you need something?
У меня реально зеленая кровь. Чувствует ли он себя одиноким?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And these memories I hold dear. You've always been extraordinary, Greenblood, but I had to watch over you. You were my responsibility. That didn't leave us much time for friendship.
What about now?
Now? I hope that we'll have more time. Anything else?
Nope.
I must leave you.
Nope, nope, nope. Так, давайте сходим на второй этаж. Может быть, получится здесь что-нибудь залутать. Что-то я не очень понимаю, в чем соль этих мест. Но, возможно, я что-то пропустила. Возможно, мне надо что-то еще... Давайте в казарму зайдем. Оружие? Не очень понимаю, почему тогда я не могла пройти отсюда. Ну ладно.
Lady de Sade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tir Fredi as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Надеюсь тоже, что получится. Далеко не уверена. Так, хорошо. Куда нам дальше идти? Господин Дик. Все. Мастерская, таверна, склад, логово. У нас тут логово бандитов, которые надо явно зачистить. Что значит, интересно, этот белый крест? На разных. Мне кажется, или... А, здесь все умирают. Каждый раз забываю.
If you had any idea who I am. Open up, imbeciles! I have a ship to catch!
Do you hear that?
Yes. That's Constantine's voice. It's coming from the upper floor. Sounds as if he's locked up.
And I have a feeling they're expecting company. Be careful. The slightest itchy word to these brutes will have them drawing blades to scratch it.
Negotiation may be the solution. As you say, this breed of brutes won't spit on ransom money.
What a waste. I'd rather sneak around them than give half a coin to these seedy fellows.
Сохранимся. И полутаемся. Ну, в принципе, я не против подраться. Я теперь знаю, как переключать оружие. Плюс у меня есть всегда магия. Золотая монета. Константин, мы тебя спасем. Тут можно вообще упасть, интересно? Или это чуть сложнее?
It's not possible just now.
Ты сюда. Ты.
It's not possible.
Отдать приказ есть какой-нибудь? QRT. Может, РТ попробуем сейчас? Не знаю. И это мне тоже, да, не получится? Стихийная ловушка, 1 уровень науки. Понятно.
It's blocked.
И здесь тоже не пошло. Видимо, надо идти в обход и... Сейчас попробуем, посмотрим. Обнаружение врагом. А как мне спрятаться? А, С.
It's obvious that he's a noble, a rich man. He needed to be taught a lesson, but it's better we grab some coin. With all those posters we posted, someone with deep pockets will show up sooner or later to liberate Mustafa. He's making a great deal of noise. We could knock him out, or gag him.
Господи. Тебе удобно? О, стихийная ловушка, правда. Открыть ключом. Ключа у меня тоже нет, да? Ну, вроде там особо больше ничего нет. Ну ок, давай. Будем просто сники-пики. Нет, да? Ну, в смысле... Ключ от камеры Константина. Хорошо.
Well, this has been monumentous, gentlemen, but I have more important things to attend to. An island to govern, treaties to sign, riches to expedite, and a demanding father to impress!
Constantine, it's me!
My fair cousin! Oh, my lucky star! Always there to pull me out of my fight.
I do what I can. We are departing soon. Your father wasn't pleased by your absence this morning.
Have you ever seen him happy about anything when it comes to me? You know what he thinks of me.
He cares about you. I know that. He appointed you governor, didn't he?
He is ridding himself of a source of constant disappointment. Enough said. Today we set sail for adventure. If you only knew how these river scum treated me. Do me a courtesy, fair cousin. Now that we stand boldly alongside the brave Kurt, let's give them their money's worth.
They haven't spotted us. We could sneak out of here silently. We have a ship to board.
You've always been the reasonable soul. Don't you think these brutes deserve a punishment?
Yes, without a doubt. But don't you think there are more pressing matters? Kurt.
It is your highness's decision to make. Whatever it is, I shall follow.
О, нет, нет, нет. Зря мой персонаж думает то, что я сейчас не пойду и просто их всех не нахер не интимидейчу. Просто, мне кажется, втроем все это делать куда легче, чем вдвоем. Я не очень понимаю, почему мой персонаж решил, что он может за меня говорить. Нет. Будем... Сохранимся. И просто... Сейчас всех будем... Надеюсь. А. Просто надо всегда все залутать, обыскать монеты. Ключ. Ладно. Я не нашла еще всю одежду Константина. Что-то я не поняла. В смысле, ну вот же одежда есть какая-то, в чем? Проблема, как говорится. А. Ну, я не знаю, если честно, Константин. Костя, мы вроде как здесь прошли, и у меня нет большого желания возвращаться туда, чтобы показать, где раки зимуют. Ну, давайте все-таки это, наверное, сделаем. Эти брутс. Ребят. Костя, Курт. Курт. Ладно. Отлично. А теперь... я, конечно, все понимаю. Но по какой причине я не могу? Что ты... Ладно. О, какая я жестокая. Мне кажется, мы всех убили. Тебе не кажется, Костя? А почему я сейчас... Блин, не то нажала. А что? Что-то мне мешает кастовать. Я не могу кастовать, когда... Что? Когда у меня перевес, я... Ну, Кость, ты рад? Так. Я хочу с Костей поговорить, нет? Давайте проверим, что Почему я не могу? То есть блокировать я могу, а стрелять нет. Ну вот мы убили. Ты рад? Я понять не могу. Дракон. Может, ты что-нибудь скажешь мне? Типа, ой, спасибо, кузина, что мы все-таки с ними разобрались. Ну ладно. Не могу понять. Почему меня не кастуется? Ладно. Допустим. А что нам осталось сделать? Кладовая. Где-то здесь... А, здесь у нас еретики и тому подобное. И там же мне, видимо, надо будет найти способ, да. Так, с костью я до сих пор не могу говорить. Ладно. Отсюда можно пройти? Да. Похоже на то, что можно. О, как здесь все, конечно, печально. Портовый район. Мы зашли в портовый район. Давайте зайдем в кладовую, посмотрим, что здесь. А вот. Так нет, у меня еще нормально по весу. Ладно. Будем фигачить. Будем жестокими. Господин Де... Где-то он наверху, видимо, стоит. О, боярышник. Говорим с господином. Вот. А он кто?
Your Highness, I'm happy to see you. Your absence this morning worried both your father and me.
Come now, Sir de Corsilion. My father may have been angry, outraged, or disappointed, but he's never worried about me. I am sad to have caused you any worry, though. Would you believe that I was rotting away in a sinister jail, guarded by thugs ready to kill me? Though still seeing double from last night's drink, I was preparing an ingenious escape plan when... Ta-da! My fair cousin jumped up out of nowhere and saved me. I'm quite the fairy tale damsel in distress.
You might have refrained from the company of bandits the night before such an important departure.
Take away the risk and halve the pleasure, de Corsilion. It is the salt of life.
I fear that some of my teachings have been misunderstood. But you wanted to ask me something, de Sade?
What will be your official title on Tifridi? Or are you just here to keep an eye on us?
Come now, don't be ridiculous. I'm coming in the capacity of official advisor, nothing more. But His Highness has also asked me to report to him on certain strategic observations. I am therefore required to take note of all events, chart the island and its resources, but also obtain as much knowledge as possible concerning the more dangerous creatures of the island. Your help will be extremely valuable to me. I've no longer the legs of an adventurer.
It's always a privilege to help, Master. I need to be leaving. I have quite a few things to do before we raise anchor.
Так.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd be best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's niece. All is in order. We will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship. not a boat.
Ух, какой интересный.
Apologies.
Constantine d'Orsay, future governor of Tir-Fredi. I'm enchanted, Captain. I am eager to board your ship.
Enchanted as well, Your Highness.
Минутка славы.
I hope you enjoy your voyage.
Are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
We should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
Давайте, Юнга.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Norts, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavia and Laura.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm Orlaise.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel.
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates, after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tir-Fredi. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to doctor the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers.
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Thélème has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Norts have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nort?
Our magic, yes, that only the Norts master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nort from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Norts for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Teofridi?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land, and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming. That will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous, but I wouldn't know what else to tell you.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Факт. Ладно.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a Captain Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
Так, капитан Васка, контора капитана Порт. Охрана склада, тюрьма нафтов. Ну, давайте поговорим с капитаном. О, на втором этаже, видимо. Все-таки, мне кажется, это куда интереснее. Дипломатия. Я люблю дипломатию. У меня такой персонаж, который любит дипломатию, а также всяким гадентам там голову посносить. Территория других государств. Эта территория принадлежит другой фракции. Доступ сюда для вас закрыт. Чтобы не вызывать подозрений, наденьте куртку или кирасу фракции. Вы можете прокрасться незаметно, но если вас обнаружат, ваша репутация ухудшится. Ну, в смысле, а я вообще-то Дайте сохранимся, я не очень поняла.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Captain, milady, we were given orders to wait here with the merchandise.
You're going to have to wait. We need to find a way to clear the access to the warehouse.
А с кем мне поговорить ты?
Yes? Well, how can you...
I need to be leaving.
Да,
I have quite a few things to do.
Снаряжение. А, ушла от матроса. Ну, я буду надеяться, что на меня одну это хватит. Ну, в плане, что не надо всех одевать. Ушла от матроса.
Where is the manifest to be found?
I've already been to the port authorities. They keep the official documents upstairs.
Здрасте. Сохранимся, а то мне кажется, мы сейчас просто нафакапим все. Страшно, пристрашно. Злом.
Here is the ship's manifest. We only need to add our merchandise to the list.
Спасибо, что перестала бежать. Так, давайте еще у кого-нибудь оденем. Вышла от матроса, чтобы не было все так подозрительно. Я так понимаю, что торса должно хватить.
If you wore a Naut uniform and you were able to keep your mark hidden from them, they might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients. But it's doable.
Я не уверен, что у меня получится свою метку непонятную.
Hello? What can I do for you?
We're your replacements. You're dismissed.
Finally! We were starting to grow moss. Courage, me hearties. The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Уйдите! Паразиты. Что здесь, где вообще происходит? Первый уровень взлома. А, это у меня склад, это не тюрьма. Хорошо, давайте попробуем. Ну ладно, так, наверное, тоже можно. Угу. Пора тащить.
Well, now, can we get going?
Yep.
The way is clear. It's time to get going.
Do your best to be quick and quiet about it. You won't have much time to move it all.
Don't you be worrying now. We're off.
The warehouse is at the end to the right there. You can't miss it.
Move out. Quick steps.
А что здесь тоже горит? Я не могу, это вот, видимо, его одежда. Мне кажется, что лук где-то. Вы же не думали, что я про вас забуду? Я тоже так думаю. Так. Это у нас, видимо, тюрьма.
Oh, are you the smuggler?
You snuck yourself in here just to ask me that question?
Exactly.
If this is some sort of trick to get me to admit to some crime, you are truly twisted.
You can see for yourself that I'm no naught. Come now. Are you the one I'm looking for?
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing Thélème. They are trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
A real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
Ну, теперь мне придется.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
Так, где эти ублюдки? Еще пару минут. Вас здесь не было.
Who is there?
May the Illuminated save us. Did the smuggler send you? The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison. But reveal to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians. In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding? Our only error was wanting to publish our work.
It's true. We presented our research, but it didn't please the censor. And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here. Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it will provoke such a fuss?
Exactly.
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Sade. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. But at least we'll be safe.
By entering Sade as clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could. Forget what you have discovered, perhaps?
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
It doesn't sit well with me to send you to the flames. I freed your smuggler and he'll certainly be in touch. He or another member of his band. Be careful and safe travels.
Oh, thank you, my lady.
Молчите.
You are a woman
Я уже
of
жалею об этом.
noble heart. May the Illuminated protect you.
Thank you for having heard us and helped. You are truly full of kindness.
Да я уже жалею.
You have a kind heart, Greenblood. It'll be the end of you, but that doesn't bother me. I wouldn't have wanted those poor buggers to end up on a burning pyre.
It would seem that I'm not the only one with a tender heart.
Ну, да, дайте посольство Thélème.
Good day, Excellency.
Lady de Sade, to what do I owe the pleasure?
It pains me to inform you that the...
Curse them!
Alas, these renegades have found protection with the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. I would not have been able to capture them without risking a diplomatic incident that my uncle would have condemned.
The bridge. But I had hoped that you might intervene. We have nothing...
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
Так.
May the light guide you to something.
Level up, и теперь я не промахнусь. Сейчас я буду прям аккуратненько. Мне нужна харизма будет на талант. У меня еще 5 уровень. Ладно. Давайте. В смысле? Вот. Да. Все отлично.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
Он так это каждый раз говорит искренне. Так, будь откровенны, я даже не знаю. Вот еще Юнга. Подождите, а к квартирмейстеру мне не надо заходить? Груз монетный, подмешать снотворно, поговорить с квартирмейстером в новой. Это уже в новой сирене, то есть надо долететь до нее, видимо. Доплыть. Сообщить это то, что... Окей, Юнга. Побежали искать Юнгу. Не знаю, поддерживать инквизицию такое себе, если честно, удовольствие, зная, чем инквизиция в нашей жизни занималась. Я пропустила. То как-то не так уже хочется всем этим заниматься. Так, давайте найдем Юнгу, поможем нашему прекрасному капитану. Дорогуша. Дневник контрабандиста. У меня 2 новых зайца. Хотят... Да, все. Это мы знаем.
Good day. Someone told me that you were a friend of Jonas, the young cabin boy who has gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. 1 drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, I called back to him, as you...
Понятно.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator. He knows his craft well.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet.
Что?
If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
Ну что все такие молодые?
He's not seen...
I need to be going.
Когда ты уже переходишь. То есть ей, получается, тоже где-то, видимо, в районе 25. Когда ты понимаешь, что просрал всю свою жизнь.
I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds.
Ой, давай.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me.
Did you report this?
Unfortunately not. I know all the captain. No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. Nope. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down.
It's just that I can't imagine Did anyone else see the...
There was still a small crowd. I seem to recall that regular bee. Kind of fellow who plays from the now and again. He comes out. When nature calls, you know.
Okay.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Thank you, Lauro. I need to be going.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here. I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.
Yep. Мы же не убили этого мальчишку случайно. То было бы совсем печальненько. О, я захожу и все садятся. Как же это мило.
Tavern keeper.
I see you're back.
I am looking for a note. A young...
A note, you say? That's not...
According to one of his fellows.
A kidnapping. I would have noticed. That...
Is it?
Someone told me about one of your faithful clients. A big gambler, it would seem.
I see. An able body...
Where might I find him?
Here. He would... Anything else?
Yep. That's
I need to be off.
Goodbye.
Этого нам хватит. Где ты, дорогой мой?
Who are you? I don't recognize you. Am I in your debt?
No, have no fear about that. It's for a different reason that I'm here. I'm looking for a Naut that disappeared 2 days ago, after visiting this establishment. A young cabin boy. 2 members of his crew accompanied him.
Yes, that does ring a bell. I've played with him.
What can you tell me about the boy? How was he that night?
He seemed rather nervous, as if he was worried about something. Didn't feel like playing, that I remember. And he must have been right to be nervous, if he's disappeared.
Tell me what happened that evening.
A rich merchant came in, with a band of strong arms. The kind of men you can round up for a few coins, if you catch my drift. They exchanged words with the cabin boy. The kid was...
And after that?
It just so happens that I did go out, and I think I might well have seen those same... I wouldn't have thought that they were kidnapping him if...
Who was the rich merchant, do you think? A jilted lover? A moneylender?
No, my lady, you're in luck. It so happens that I know the man. It was Sir Fontaine, that merchant.
Where can I find him?
He has a house in the wealthy Barracks, just off the canal.
Thank you.
This man is completely owned by his love for the game. Do you think we can trust him?
What would he gain from lying?
I have no idea.
Именно.
But what would any wealthy merchant gain from holding a penniless child?
Ну, возможно, это его ребенок был. И он решил забрать себе этого ребенка обратно, которого он когда-нибудь отдал в нафты давным-давно, когда был бедный, без гроша. Потом он поднялся и решил, что нет, надо вернуть сына. Или сын сам ушел от него.
Might I help you, my lady?
I would like to have a word with Sir Fontaine.
He is absent, but the lady of the house could certainly receive you. Enter, please.
Я даже не знаю, что можно говорить с женой. Если она, конечно, не знает.
Oh, I know you. I've seen you at court. You are Lady de Sade. And to what do I owe the honor of your visit, Excellency?
I would like to have a word with your husband.
He is not here, but perhaps I could be of help.
It concerns a delicate matter. We are looking for a missing cabin boy. According to witnesses, he had an argument with your husband before being taken.
I see. I am afraid that you have been misled. You seem to have come to the wrong conclusion. The cabin boy you speak of was not taken. He has simply returned home.
Я же говорю.
Excuse me, but I'm not sure I
Даже
understand.
я это поняла, не будь
Don't you
такой
see,
тупой.
Your Excellency? We got our son back.
I am very surprised. Several witnesses confirmed that your son had a fight with your husband, and that his men escorted him from the tavern using force. If he had joined your husband willingly...
Witnesses? In a tavern? And you choose to believe these... My son was probably shocked to have found us. My husband and the other men... A gesture that you're drunken.
What was your son doing on a Naut ship? Why would they have taken him?
It is what they do. Through pacts and contracts, they steal away young children from their mothers.
Потому что он родился на корабле.
I would have thought that a legate would know these things. But it is true that you are young and inexperienced. It seems that you have been protected from the turpitudes of our own nation and their terrible allies. This horrible, constant ransoming that they put us through. But I will not say another
Очень
word.
информативно.
You will have no trouble verifying the details now that you know what to look for.
Where might I find your son now?
I cannot say, Excellency. You must understand why. Until the Nauts have set sail, we live in fear they will take him back from us.
This pact... It sounds like some fear-inducing story.
The Nauts wouldn't be the first to recruit through dubious means.
Я вот прям уверена, что я поняла. Она родила его на корабле. И нафты забрали его. Так, как? Как там? Рожденное морем? Меченое морем? Уж точно не помню название. Ну, такое себе. В принципе, я, конечно, понимаю всю горю, печаль и так далее и тому подобное, но... Не, давай, пусть ты будешь в красе. Но если это именно, допустим, будет так, что просто она родила его, то... Я здесь буду на стороне нафтов, потому что, ну, в это время, мне кажется, они там плодились как кролики. Контрацепции-то не было. Ну, здесь, конечно, может быть, есть.
Madam, are you ready? Can we weigh anchor?
Нет,
We
еще.
should be able to set sail with the tide, as agreed upon. I'm still without news of my cabin boy.
I spoke with a woman who told me she was the mother of the cabin boy. She claims that her son was taken from her.
Taken? Her son is sea-gifted. His parents were required to give him up to honor the terms of a contract.
A contract? But what kind of contract are we speaking of?
A commercial contract. In exchange for services
Ну,
rendered by
летать
the
даже.
Nauts, some families cede more than gold. In some cases, nations even trade some of their subjects before they're born. I wouldn't be able to tell you the condition of Jonas's contract. I didn't even know he was originally from Serene. But what I can tell you is the young man hasn't seen his parents since he was a small child. And ever since, he's been a Naut. Our ships are his home. And we are his only family.
Be back soon, Captain.
You see anyone else who might be able to help us? Anyone who's not a Naut?
Oh, how I would like my father to be implicated in this sordid business. Our old teacher must surely know what's going on here. Let's go talk to him.
Yes? Well, how can your old professor be of service to you?
I've had a word with Lady Fontaine. You must know her. That rich family that lives near the docks. She told me a strange story about her son who was a cabin boy on our ship. She said that he was taken when he was a child, due to some contract with the Nords.
Who was a cabin boy? Do you mean he's no longer one?
They took him back to bring him home.
Well, that is very unpleasant news to Sade. We need to do all we can to bring the boy back to his ship. Since time immemorial, there has always been a certain price to pay for the services of the Nords. Children born on their ships belong to them. It's the rule of the sea. But certain contracts are so important that they also require children to be offered in exchange. From time to time, the congregation has passed such accord, and certain noble families had to give their children up.
Are you telling me that the Fontaines lost their son in an agreement signed between my uncle and the Nords?
No. That pact ended a long time ago. This cabin boy couldn't have been a part of that contract. But Sir Fontaine has made a fortune trading with the Alliance, via ships.
Do you mean he would have offered up his own son in exchange for wealth?
Well, he probably did it before the birth of the child. And with what counts most, breaking a contract with the seafarers has always cost us...
I will do my best.
A father selling his own son for a few boat rides. For ugly, that is ugly.
Lady Fontaine didn't seem to have any knowledge of that detail. That could be of use to us.
Я считаю, что надо, конечно, вернуть ребенка, уже не ребенка, нафтом по многим причинам. Во-первых, мне не кажется, что с ним там как-то очень плохо обращались, это раз. Во-вторых, я уверена, что можно как-то иначе поддерживать своего сына, который стал нафтом. Ну, в-третьих, нехрен было заключать такой договор. Договор на то, к сожалению, договор проведут на нас у канала. Будь добра приготовить обед, отнести ему туда.
This document mentions another property, a warehouse.
That would be a great place to hide. Shall we take a peek?
Да, ну то есть вот для чего они были нужны. Точнее, не они, а он. Склад. Как говорится, я вполне себе могу быть не права. Я до сих пор... А, может быть, все. Я поняла, почему я не могла кастовать. Угу. Вот. Камзол удачи. Наверное. А нет, не поняла. Ну ладно. Эй. Ну.
Be careful. Fontaine won't be alone. He'll have his henchmen with him.
Handful of underlings don't scare us away. Right, cousin?
Let's just try to remain discreet.
О, нет. Давайте просто подойдем, поговорим.
Lady de Sade, what are you doing here?
I have come looking for your son. The Nords are worried about his disappearance.
Those Nords took him from us, but now we've got him back, and he'll be staying with us.
Would you be so kind as to hear what I have to say, Sir Fontaine? I looked into the contract that binds you to the Nords. It was indeed you who ceded your son to them in exchange for help with your business with the bridge.
It is so. But that sort of contract is ignoble. I never would have signed it if I had known.
You should have thought of that before. Breaking the contract could have regrettable consequences for the congregation.
The prince will know how to negotiate with the Nords. If they take my son back, my wife will die of sadness.
Her sadness would be all the more terrible if she learned of your role in the story. Don't you think?
You wouldn't dare tell her.
Так она еще не
I
знает.
beg you.
You are not leaving me with a choice.
Very well. Take the key and take him away. Cursed be the day I delivered my son unto the Nords.
All children leave the nest one day or another, sir. Farewell.
Угу. Я очень надеюсь, что, в принципе, парень-то тоже не против. Вот здесь прям... Чё же у меня с мышкой еще? И я все равно не могу стрелять. Почему? Настройки управления. Сбросить. Может, меня... Сбросились настройки? Не знаю, не знаю. Это камера?